Most Feared part number 3 just dropped in Madden 24, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing what you gotta be doing with this new content in game. Now, Soulsay family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this are having a wonderful start to your day, and without further ado, let's get started with thing number 1. Now, the first and honestly most important thing you gotta be doing in this content drop is go into your solos and go into the Most Feared solo challenges, because by playing through these new solos, which are called Ha Ha Ha, kind of a weird name for some solo challenges, but by playing through these solos, boys, of course you're going to be getting spirit letters every single time you play a solo, but you're also going to be getting the 4th and final upgrade token at tier number 3 of these solos, which will allow you to get the mystery player all the way up to an 89, and this card is free. So the first thing that absolutely every single person watching this video needs to do, I don't care if you're 4 years old, I don't care if you're 80 years old, if there's 80-year-old grandmas watching my videos, that's kind of wild, but regardless, the first thing you got to be doing in this promo is playing through the new Ha 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 solos. That will give you the spirit letters and the final upgrade token for the player. Once you've played through said solos, go to your sets and go on over to the program Most Feared. Now, very simply, we're going to see our final spirit session set right here. We're going to put the tokens in. This actually is going to spell the words group mimes. I'm not really so sure what that's referring to. Let's talk about who this player might be in just a second, very briefly. But before we do that, again, we're getting an upgrade token by putting our spirit letters in here, and we're getting an upgrade token from tier number 3 of the solo. So count that up. That's 2 more upgrade tokens you can earn with the new solos in game. And then, of course, with those upgrade tokens, I want you to go to your item binder, filter it down by the program Most Feared, and find your mystery player right here. For I'm assuming most people watching this video, the mystery player should be an 86. If you played through the first 2 sections of Most Feared solos, you got 2 upgrade tokens, the card should be an 86. Now, of course, we just got 2 more upgrade tokens. We will put them into this player right here, and this card's going to become pretty zesty. I'm not going to lie. This card's going to become very, very solid. I'll show you guys the stats. Now, as you can see, it's an 89 overall right outside linebacker with 88 speed. That's very solid. 87 acceleration, that's very good. 87 block shed, as well as 90 power move, plus this man is 6'6", 260 pounds. The stats across the board are impeccable. I think this is a card that should be on every single person's team and should start on every single person's team as a leading pass rusher. So for me personally, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this card in as my starting left outside linebacker. He's going to be an 88 overall player. That's pretty good. We're actually going to be able to sell off DeMarcus Ware and make some coins for the player as well, so we'll take that. Now, thing number 2 is to take advantage of the special line over on Underdog Fantasy. Nah, I'm just messing. That's not something you need to do, but as you can see on the screen, Josh Allen's line has been set to 0.5 total yards for Thursday Night Football tonight. And if you think Josh Allen is going to get at least 1 yard in the game tonight and you want to potentially win some cash, I will leave the link to Underdog Fantasy down below in the description. Underdog is a place where you make higher or lower player picks, and if you sign up with my promo code, which is code SWIFT, you're going to get a Josh Allen 0.5 yards line for tonight. Now, of course, I'll be tweeting out all my picks over on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been on a cold streak recently, so hopefully we can change that tonight. Hopefully we can have some solid wins. I was doing really good about like 2 weeks ago. We've slowed down recently, but again, if you want to check out Underdog, I'm wearing their t-shirt right now. I almost yanked that t-shirt off entirely right there. We can't be doing that. That's only on the premium content. No, I'm just messing around. If you want to check out Underdog Fantasy, linked in the description, use my promo code, which is code SWIFT, and let's get back to the video. Okay, thing number 2, let's talk about the new Most Feared objectives in this game. There's some new objectives, but how many of them do you need to worry about? Not a ton. Now, there's objectives for getting tackles with Most Feared players in your lineup. Honestly, just let that happen naturally. I've been playing solos, and I'm already 10% of the way done by just playing a few solos. I would say you should play your Arcana solo challenges. Playing through those will give you another, I believe it is 1000 XP. That's worth it. Now, otherwise, nothing new in the sets tab. There's a lot that's new in the trick or treat tab. You know what? I might have to go through here and play a couple of these games, because realistically, if I go through, maybe play a couple of games, I'm thinking I can get myself like 5000 XP. If you want to, you can play through this mode. I just haven't dabbled in it like at all. Then additionally, there's the Monster Mayhem tab, and there's also some new head-to-head missions. Honestly, to me, I think that grinding Monster Mayhem is still very, very worth it. We'll talk about that a little bit later in this video, but to be honest, the new missions in here are nothing too noteworthy. I would say the 2 things you want to do for these missions are play through all the new solo challenges and then probably get started with Monster Mayhem. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Okay, thing number 3, let's get some more free content in this game, boys. We have a couple free 87 overall player packs. If you're like me, you've probably been saving these packs because you were like, you know what, let me just wait and see until we figure out all the 87 overall cards in this game and then make our selection. collection. So for me personally, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And to be honest with you guys, what I think you guys should be doing when it comes to this pack is not picking a position like wide receiver or corner unless you're a really low overall team. I think you probably want to go with a position like middle linebacker, a position like defensive tackle, a position like offensive line, who might not have too big of a role on your team. So for me personally, I've got my eye on the middle linebacker, I've got my eye on the left guard, and I'm not necessarily looking for like a stud new running back out of this pack. If you want to, sure, you can go with a corner, you can go with a receiver, but I think for most people watching this video, I would suggest going with a position like middle linebacker. I would suggest going with a position like left guard, right guard, a position where you want to get a free player there and you don't want to spend coins. So really, to me, I think this pack should be used as a way to build out your offensive line. I personally already have like 87s or better at most O-line positions other than left guard, so I will be taking the left guard right here. We get a free left guard, we get a free middle linebacker. I would suggest that when you're opening this pack, you don't go through and pick like the running back, because that's a position where you probably want to spend coins on. Instead, go with a position like left guard, where we can insert this card right here, make this upgrade for free, and be in a good situation. Okay, thing number 4, let's talk about the new special offer in this game. As you guys can see right here, when we go to the marketplace tab, this is going to show us all 4 step offers which you can get. Now, the way the step offer packs work are fairly simple. You open up step number 1 and you unlock step number 2. Now, if you spend points in this game, I think this freaky fantasy step offer pack is low-key worth it. Now, as you guys can see, if you open up all 4 packs, you're going to be getting a freaky fantasy pack, you're going to be getting a pro most feared pack, you're going to get 2 of them, you're going to get a pro most feared platinum pack, and a Frankenstein champion pack. That guarantees a 90. Now, in terms of how much this is going to cost, in total it's 9,700 points, so the equivalent of about like $80 US for those of y'all that live in America. I would say 95% of people watching me probably live in America, but obviously it's up to you if you want to open this pack or not. It's about 80 bucks or 9,700 points. You're guaranteed a 90. I would say the offer is solid if you spend money on this game, but if you don't, obviously like myself, we're no money spent. I'm not going to talk about this and focus on this for too long. Now, of course, with this new offer in the game, there's a lot of 90 overall players being pulled, so I think right now is not a bad idea to go through and maybe get some most feared players that you've had your eye on. So for me personally, there are 2 upgrades I want to make in this video, and I think making upgrades right now for past 90 overall most feared cards is solid. Now, I will say some of the more recent 90 overall most feared cards might not be worth getting right now, but Jamar Chase at a price of like 399,000 coins, I think is a solid deal, or 400k for this card. I think that's a solid deal, right? Like, this is the best receiver in Madden, in my opinion. 400k for him, not a bad price. So number 1, we're scooping up Jamar Chase. Oh my God, he's up for 380,000 coins. I'd lose out on 20k right there. I probably should have been a little bit more patient, but also, like I said, for any past cards that came out in this game, I think buying them right now is not a bad idea. Like Avonte Maddox at 325,000 coins. He's got good stats. He's only 5'9". He's very, very short. But for me personally, this card is going to start off as a corner who's going to play in coverage. And then later on, when I get some corners that are a little bit taller, this guy will be great as a blitzing corner. I think this card's got a fair bit of long-term value on my team. So Avonte Maddox is getting picked up. Jamar Chase is getting picked up. Those are a couple upgrades we just made live. And like I said before, buying past most feared cards, in my opinion, is not a bad idea. The ones that came out today, they're expensive. Absolutely, they're expensive. But for some of the past cards, buying them now is not bad, especially when you consider that so many people are going through and opening up that pack I just showed you. The pack I just showed you, which guarantees you a 90 overall player, so many people are opening it, meaning there's way more of these cards getting posted. Okay, tip number 6. At this point, you've upgraded your mystery player to the maximum. You kind of know what missions you want to focus on. Maybe you bought the Steph offer pack. You've opened up the BND 87 overall pack. Maybe you spent some of your coins on upgrades. Now let's try and recuperate some of that coin value with our upgraded team. I think the final thing you guys want to do in this program is going through and grinding Monster Mayhem. As you guys can see, I have yet to allow a point in this season that I'm in right now. We only have to win 2 more games till we get to the playoffs, and personally, I think grinding this event is very, very worth it. You're still getting very good rewards, and with those treats that you guys get, there's still good offers in the store. So to me personally, I think the value is there for grinding that event. What I'm going to look to do is win the event 1, maybe 2 more times. If I win it 1 more time, I'll open up this pack a couple times. We'll get some 87s. We can then use those 87s to build a 90 overall player of our choice, or we can go through and sell them off to make coins. So totally up to you as to what you guys want to do with the treats, but I think grinding that event is the final thing you're going to want to take advantage of. Those are the 6 things you guys want to do with the new content in game. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to check out Underdog Fantasy or rocking their t-shirt, it is linked down below in the description. Use the promo code SWIFT as you sign up, and I'm out. Peace.